The family, its values, its support pervaded Betty Lou's childhood.
Things are not going to be given to you, you had to work for them.
The family business, its unbreakable link to family equilibrium, was a palpable reality. Anderson Manufacturing Company, a going concern in Louisville, allowed Betty Lou's father, Sid, to provide a comfortable living for his family. His father, Olaf Anderson, had realized the American dream. Her father and her Uncle Frank worked long hours, and conversations about the family business broke out, even in front of the children.
Well, I knew I would never go in the business. Just girls didn't do that. But I was supposed to be interested in it, and I always was.
She looked to the future as she attended secretarial school and got a job. At a wedding reception, she ran into George Wilson.
For my birthday, we decided that we would announce our engagement, and we did.
Betty Lou's background and training allowed her immediately to realize that she was married not only to George, but also to the family business, the R.B. Tyler Company. Betty Lou Anderson and George Hamilton Wilson, young as they were, took their vows and their new roles seriously. They were eager to prove themselves. In 1965, the main office was moved to New Orleans, and George became president of the company. What name should he give to this company? A tract of land had just been bought for storage of supplies and equipment that fronted on Barriere Road.
George called me up on the telephone as I was going out the front door and said, "In 2 minutes, can you say a better name for a company than Barriere?" And I said no, and so that's how it got its name. I always knew what was going on pretty well. The ins and outs of what was going on, yes. We talked a lot. And I went on the jobs with him, you know, off and on for always. Sometimes he'd come by and get me, we'd go out on a job. Just, he'd show me stuff, which was good since I eventually had to go to work. But the bad thing was an asphalt distributor blew up on him. And he was badly burned down in Tennessee. Then he got hepatitis on our honeymoon, and you know, that's eventually what killed him. But anyway, 25 years later, and more relapses. But it was from from blood transfusions when he was burned. 48 when he died.
The near demise of Anderson Woodworking Company when the Depression struck had taught Betty Lou Anderson Wilson that a disastrous downturn of the family business could lay a family low. George had worked so hard to save his family business. Could she do anything less than jump into the breach?
And I went to work, and that was it. It was exciting to me because it was a great challenge. Could I hold this business together? I had excellent advice and help, but still I had to have the determination to make a go of it.
Showing up every day and successfully managing a going concern would determine if Betty Wilson could hold the family company together for her sons to carry on the family tradition. During her tenure at Barriere, Betty Wilson's actions made it clear she was not just running a business, she was running a family business.
Her management style in business is pretty much the same that it is in her regular life.
Premier jobs were landed. LA 23 in Plaquemines Parish, and West Bank Expressway frontage roads. And the company grew from a 2-plant operation to a 4-plant one. But her real signature achievements, her strongest imprint on the company, were in the area of employee safety and health.
She really stepped up in a lot of ways, and just from seeing her as a son, she really came into her own. Mother got behind that whole safety program, fired the safety director, hired a new safety director, and really put some teeth in the program, and put us on a good framework, a platform for continuing that, and safety's been an important part of our business.
No success had more meaning for her, more meaning for those she loves, than that moment when she stepped in after the death of her first husband, George, and kept the family business going and growing until her 3 boys were ready to take over.
You know, you have to give people responsibility, and you have to let them have responsibility, because if you don't, they'll lose interest. So you have to step out. I mean, I worked myself out of a job, but that's part of it.
Part of the beauty of the way that Mother handled it is that we basically got out of each other's way. We weren't, we weren't all competing for any one job. There was plenty of room in the company for all of us to really contribute, and we went in our own directions.
You know, she was firm when she needed to be, and understanding when she needed to be. And so we were really able to build the company and grow the company really from that basis.